Okay, class, today we are going to be learning about multiple intelligences. So I'm going to go through and tell you the definition of each of them, and then we have an activity to go along with it. So the first one is bodily kinesthetic, so which means it's a body smart, sports smart, or hand smart. The person has to move through space efficiently, learns well with movement, and can imitate movements easily. Okay, the second one is intrapersonal. The person understands his or her own ways of knowing and learning, and then the person is in tune with his or her own needs. Interpersonal, the person reads others well, works well in groups, and interacts efficiently with others. Linguistic, the person manipulates words and language easily, understands what is read, and enjoys verbal interactions. The logical mathematical, the person manipulates numbers and or logic easily, understands the logical connections among concepts. Musical, the person expresses him or herself easily in rhythm and melody, sees patterns in music and all endeavors. The visual person, the person sees pleasing visual arrangements around him, has the ability to learn and express with visual arrangements, art, and beauty. And the naturalist, the person senses patterns and makes connections to elements of nature, has a strong affinity for animals, the earth, and the environment. So yesterday we learned about solving linear equations. So I'm going to put some on the screen and I want you to help talk me through how to solve them. Okay, so unmute yourself. Squared is 9 plus 7 equals x squared. So we need to get x by itself. So 9 plus 7 is 16 x squared. Now, what do we do to get x by itself?
Square root both sides.
Square root both sides. So x equals 4. Okay, does everyone understand that one? Okay, so let's do another one. So here's an easier one. 5 plus x equals 10. What is the first thing we need to do to get x by itself?
Subtract 5.
Subtract 5 from both sides. So now x equals 5. Okay. Let's do a couple more. Okay. Let's do 4 plus 5 equals x squared. So what do we need to do first?
5.
Okay, and what is 4 plus 5?
9.
9. X squared. What do we need to do to get x by itself?
Square root both sides.
Square root both sides. So x equals
3.
3. Okay. Let's do one more. 7 plus 2x equals 21. Okay, what do we need to do first? Subtract 7. Okay, so that gives us 2x equals what? 14. Now what do we need to do to get x by itself?
Divide 2.
Divide by 2.
X equals 7.
X equals 7. Okay, so let's see. Now you guys are going to do this on your own. So I have a couple different ways that you can complete the assignment. So I have like 8 different ways. So listen to which one you want to do, and then you're going to have to tell me which one you choose. Okay. So the first one, I can give you a problem, and then you have to solve the problem on the board and tell the class that they did what you did to solve the problem. You can take an online assessment solving linear equations. So it'll have like 20 questions, like a Google form or something you submit, and that's how it's graded. You can be put in a group of like 3 or 4 people to solve linear equations. Sometimes you do this in your math classes now. You match the equation to the answer, glue it together on a poster board, and then you present to the class and tell them how you solved 2 or 3 of them. You can complete the worksheet solving linear equations. So there's gonna be like 20 questions on a paper worksheet. You can solve those. Create a complex algebraic equation and solve it. So if 2 people in the class choose that, then you can create a complex problem and then switch with your partner, and each of you can solve the other person's. You can come up with a rap to describe the process of solving a linear equation. So you can sing about, like, pick a specific equation and rap how to solve it, or just a generic, like getting x by itself. Or you can create a poster with a linear equation and how to solve it. So you have to like include the steps and then like decorate the poster, be very creative. Or you can use a word problem to create a linear equation. So I would give you the word problem. You would have to come up with the linear equation and then solve it and tell the class how you solved it. Okay? So, McKenna, which one are you choosing?
Worksheet.
Worksheet. Okay. Kelsey, which one do you choose?
I'll do the wrap.
The wrap? Okay. Haley Henderson, what do you choose?
Worksheet.
Worksheet. Shin, what do you choose?
I'll do the worksheet.
Okay, Danielle.
I'll do the poster.
Okay, so now I want you to take the survey. And we're going to go through this together. So I want you to fill it out as we go. So the first thing I want you to do, write your name, the date, and then I want you to write which intelligence you thought you were. So if you were bodily kinesthetic, musical, visual, linguistic, you write whichever one you think you were. And then I want you to write the activity will just be like multiple intelligence activity. You can write. Okay, everybody have that part? Got it? Okay. So next, I want my understanding of the content of this activity. So either circle very minimal, slight, about average, better than normal, or outstanding. Based on the learning we've done last week and over the multiple intelligences. Okay, and then I want you to either check mark. I think my understanding was affected by either your background knowledge that you had previously or the way in which the material was presented. So just check mark whichever one you think. And then the next part, to understand the material better, you will need nothing you completely understand. The other one is more practice in the same mode in another mode, or another presentation of the content. So just another exact same thing that I've done. And then my ability to convey my understanding in this activity was, so how well do you understand it again? Circle one of the 5. And then I think that my performance would have been improved by a different choice of response or more practice. So this is going off the activity. Do you think you could have done better on your activity if you had a different choice or if you had more practice? And then I chose to demonstrate my understanding through writing, role play, group project, drawing graphics, dialogue, music, personal discussion, or math. So depending on what you chose, so Kelsey, you chose the rap, so you would do music. The worksheet, you could do just math. And then the poster, Danielle, you could do the drawings, graphics. And then a better choice for me might be, and then you can choose something better. If you don't think what you did for your activity helped you convey the knowledge you had over the topic, you can choose something else. Or if you think it helped you perfectly, then choose the same thing. Okay? Does everyone have that? Okay, I need you to take a picture of that and send that to me so I can submit that to my teacher.